everyone. My name is Kamara Penawa, Mr. Cam, and welcome to this program. Today we are in premiere, Unit 4, Crime and Violence. This lesson is a speaking lesson, and before we go further, let's look at the learning context. The student of Premier Day at Lycée Moderne Nyakara recently discovered at the conference that there are several types of crime. And today at the English Club meeting, they are discussing the different types of crime and possible solutions to reduce criminality. So what is it about? The student discovered that there are several types of crime. Okay, so they want to know more about these types of crime. So this is what we're going to see today. First of all, we'll have a vocabulary, we'll have an input. I will show you some words related to crime. Then the second part will be dedicated to a language function before we finish by the communication activity. Now, when we talk about crime, we have to know that there are several types of crime, and the crimes are categorized depending on their gravity. For example, when a crime is not serious, is a minor crime, we call it a misdemeanor. Repeat, misdemeanor. It is a misconduct or a minor crime. Well, a crime can be minor, but it can also be serious. And when a crime is serious, it is a felony. A felony. Okay, now you know how a crime can be. What are the different types of crime that can exist? The first one I'm going to introduce is when a person is kidnapped. Okay, kidnapping is called abduction. Okay, abduction. Okay, well, during war, sometimes girls or women are abused sexually, and this is called a rape. So a rape is forced sex or sexual assault. And when a person is killed deliberately, this is a murder. A murder. So the murder is a deliberate killing of a person. Now, it can also happen that people put fire somewhere, and it's sometimes happened in Côte d'Ivoire that markets are burned. Okay, so to put fire somewhere deliberately is also a crime, and this crime is called an arson. Okay, arson. And the last one that we're going to see is the burglary. The burglary is the fact of entering illegally in a building and stealing things. Okay, you enter a building without permission and you steal something. This is a burglary. Okay, so let's repeat the words: misdemeanor, felony, abduction, rape, murder, arson, and burglary. Okay, to check if you understood, we're going to have some activities. Okay, so task 1, you have to classify the crimes by the gravity, putting each of them in the right column. There is an example to help you. So I told you we have misdemeanor and felony. So the crimes that you have to classify are cheating, murder, rape, burglary, abduction, arson, and pickpocketing. There is an example, rape. Rape is a felony because it is a very serious crime. Okay, now let's look at the correction. So, in the misdemeanors, we have only 2. Cheating, which is something really small. It's a minor crime. Pickpocketing also. But in the right column, we have rape, arson, abduction, burglary, and also murder, which are really serious crimes. Okay. The second task will consist in checking if you understood the meaning of the different crimes that we saw previously. And for this activity, you have to match each crime with the right illustration, okay? So we have the crimes on your left: rape, arson, murder, burglary, and abduction. And you have some illustrations, and you have to match them. For example, number 1, rape correspond. If you see the situation E, old Bamusa forced little Fatu to have sex with him. Here we have sex. This is a rape. Okay, so you have to match the crime and illustration. It's over to you. Okay, now let's look at the correction. Well, the first one, A. This man assassinated President Lincoln. What is that? It is a murder, you see? Because the key word here is assassinated. Good. Ali entered the office and stole a computer. Is it a murder? No, it is a burglary. Perfect. C. The man held the boy until his parent paid a ransom. This is kidnapping, and we say that kidnapping is abduction. Very good. Now, Coffee deliberately set fire to the building. What's that? It is arson, the fact of putting fire. Very good. Now, to help you give your opinion about the different type of crime, we're going to study some expressions in the language function. And these expressions are, I believe that, as I say it, in my view. So these 3 expressions permit to express your opinion. We have, for example, I believe that criminals should be punished. As I say it, criminals should be punished. In my view, criminals should be punished. So these 3 expressions help you to give your opinion about a certain topic. So let's practice that a little bit. So you have to express your opinion by writing 5 sentences about the following topic. You have to vary the opinion expressions, okay? And the topic is the following one. How should criminals be punished depending on the degree of their crime? Okay? How should criminals be punished? How? And you have to give your opinion. So you can say, for example, in my view, people who commit rape should be sentenced to death penalty. I also believe people who commit the crime of cheating should not be jailed this is a personal opinion, but should be given a second chance. So this is how you can do that. So you have to write 5 sentences giving your opinions. Make sure that you vary your expressions. Okay, so now let's look at our communication activity. It goes like this. The members of your English club attended a conference about crime and violence. Back to your school, you discussed the information you got at the meeting. List the different kinds of crime you know and tell what each of them consists in. Say which of the crimes are the 2 most serious ones. Suggest some ways to reduce criminality in your country. So this is your communication activity. It's up to you to do it. Now, let's look at a tentative solution, how you can write that. This is just an example. There are several types of crimes. Some are minor crimes and they are known as misdemeanors. Pickpocketing is one of them. It is the fact of removing something illegally from a person's pocket in the public place. Other crimes are more serious. They are called felonies. That's the case of murders, which are the fact of killing people deliberately, and also rape, which is the fact of abusing a person sexually, okay, and so on. You can continue with the list. Now, your opinion, I believe that 2 serious crimes are, so depending on you, you say what you think. Now, to stop criminality in Ivory Coast, more jobs should be created to keep the young people busy. So this is one solution that I'm suggesting, that you can have your own suggestion. Okay? So we are going to the end of our lesson, but before I say goodbye, let me give you the homework. The homework is the following one. Find other types of crime that have not been mentioned in this lesson. Okay? We've talked about murder, etc., but you have to find other types of crime. Okay? Thank you for being with us, and bye for now.